Get down with Reec. My brother Reec. Reec. The homie Reec. You already know, man. It's Taylor Gang. I died.
Who you with?
Reec.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
So does that get the director approval, like the intro?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Let's start Friday. All right, baby. Reec right here, man. We broadcasting live from Media Campus West. Had the beautiful Sabaah in the building. She has a film that has been making so much noise. I've got so many text messages from people like, hey, you going to the premiere? You going to go watch the premiere? You going to go to the premiere? You seen the premiere? Snap. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I feel the pressure from the people. So when we got the opportunity to invite you over, I'm so glad that you were able to make it. I see you all these wonderful press places you've been doing, and let's talk about this situation you got going, because you've been making noise from South by Southwest all the way out here to Atlanta. And man, you've got a project that needs to be talked about, and I just want to get some insight on like the angles and everything and how this thing jumped off. So without further ado, I would like you to say the title of your film, Queen. Talk to him.
This is the film Look at Me, XXXTENTACIon.
There we go. Let's hit that hype button for that. As we all know, it's actually so crazy because I was on air the day that he got into that altercation, and I had to make the announcement on air. Right. So I was the first person in Atlanta to talk about it, as far as my knowledge, because I wasn't listening to the other stations when it happened. But I was actually announcing that happened to him, that he got stabbed, and then what happened as far as the news was coming into us, you know what I mean? And by the time I got off air, we found out that, he didn't make it. So to come full circle, to have a person that put this whole story together, it feels like a closure situation on the media side for me. Mm-hmm. But what made you, how did you hear about the news, and then what made you get involved?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And, just kudos to you for the work that you do, because I'm going to honor that. Like, it's difficult and it's a lot of responsibility to be telling these stories and getting this information to people. Yeah. And that was a really, really heavy moment. I first heard about X because back in the day when I was still in my SoundCloud phase, I was very proud of my SoundCloud playlist account. And I heard the music, and then there was all the controversy and the abuse allegations. And honestly, I distanced myself after that as a woman. Just, it became uncomfortable for me. Yeah. And then once he passed, a lot of things started to surface in terms of his deeper messages and the things that he was really about. And the music was undeniable. Like he was not able to be canceled because of his talent, honestly. So the music was there in the back of my head, but when I put it together with his story, it struck me that there was just something deeper here. And Mac had passed, and it just felt like there was this energy looming over our generation, over the younger generation and ours as well. Right. That needed to be talked about with more sensitivity. Like, it's deeper than entertainment.
I like that. You got Mac, you got Juice WRLD, you got him, you got so many artists that have lost their lives unexpectedly, right? And that we were like shocked by hearing this stuff. And this is the second time I had to do this. I was like, my first time, it was like my third week on air in a prime spot, right? Prince passes away, so I had to make that announcement. Fast forward to this XXX situation, that's what happened again. And now, it like I said before, it feels like that full circle situation. But I like what you said. You found a humanistic approach to go behind the curtain of this artist that people were basically enthralled with because of his musical talent. But as a woman, you were torn because you heard about the abusive situations, you heard about this, you heard about that. But you jumped back in to get a different perspective. Was it like a snap moment, or like a defining moment, or something that you heard to be like, you know what, let me look deeper?
His cries out for help and his expression of what he was going through is all throughout the music. Yeah. So I was aware of that already. And when I was offered the opportunity to interview for the job, I was very upfront in saying, I believed that the allegations were true from the beginning, because I know that it doesn't serve women to come forward with false allegations. It puts you in a spotlight that no woman wants to ever be in.
Yeah, so it's tough, yeah, because it puts you in a vulnerable position, and you got people who may be fans saying that you're a liar, and it is already hard enough to come out and say something that happened to you and uncomfortable. So, yeah.
Exactly. So I went in upfront about that to the estate, to Cleo. And so when they were still receptive of me after I let them know what my values were, that was really encouraging, because it said that we were going to be able to get to the heart of the matter, because I think that sweeping things under the rug doesn't help. Things have to be unpacked and looked at for what they really are.
Yeah, so that's dope right there. So as you're going through this journey, right, and you putting this together, and I want you guys to check it out, because we got to talk about how does it feel to have something that your name is on, your whole face is on, basically on Hulu, on a big platform. You're doing it big at these festivals, but as you're going around and getting this information from people, is it a certain approach you're looking for, or are you just like, hey, I just need to get your version of this book? Is that what's going on?
Well, so my background, I was pre-med before I started doing film, and I went from wanting to be like really clinical to thinking about public health and, you know, collective healing to making documentaries. So I always come with the healing approach.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. And I see now why the documentary is the way it is. Okay, let's talk, Queen. Talk to me. Okay.
So coming with that healing approach, you know, everybody I spoke to was somebody that was impacted by him and loved him. Even the same people that loved him were also impacted by the harm that he did. And so I was really just confident that if we could have the real conversations from an emotional level, that was going to translate. Obviously, facts have to come forward, but I was just really interested in giving people a space to speak with dignity and with respect for the deeper emotions in the situation.
We need that, because in the world of immorality and unethical practices in media, clickbait, a lot of things that people just want what's going to give me some attention right now, you actually dug deeper. And that's dangerous nowadays when it comes to putting your name on it, because a lot of times people think, and I'm glad you're clearing up this misconception with the success of this, the popularity of this, people think that they don't want to know the deeper meaning, or they don't have the attention span to hold it. But you're proving people right in a way to say they do. Yeah. So when the first time you see your work and get, you know, your input in the work, 'cause I know it takes a village to put something together like this, but you see your work on these screens and these film festivals, what is going through your mind?
I mean, it's exhilarating. It feels like magic, because it's like feelings that I had and me and my editor had, conversations we had in a dark room on a Zoom screen. You know, to be able to reach into another person's heart, a stranger's heart, and let them have that conversation with themselves, and to see the emotion that comes over the room. I just feel super blessed. It's definitely bigger than me. I'm definitely a messenger. And so, you know, and even in taking that risk, I felt very faithful, because it's like, I genuinely feel like a messenger. I genuinely try to look at, okay, where's my ego? Do I love having my name on a big platform? Sure. But like you said, it's a risk. It could work against me. And, you know, I think that it won't, because I really did this in the most genuine, heartfelt way that I could. I'm glad that it's coming across that way right now. If you tuned in on the radio side, we got Sabaah. We're talking about her film, Look at Me. And it's out. It'll be out for everybody's consumption. May 26th. Y'all get ready. It's coming right around the corner. But here, some people locally will be able to check it out at the festival, and people have been able to check it out at the festival. The reviews are crazy. They're phenomenal. So you guys get ready for that. How did Hulu get involved? Yeah, so the estate and Fader came together. They were already working on it. They brought me into the picture. I had a relationship with Hulu, and they, you know, were wanting to invest and trust in my work, which I really appreciate. And so they came on board and allowed us to make it happen. So that's what it goes. I know a lot of content creators out there right now, and they may want to get deeper than a 7-second video. You are a testament to that. You know, you are a person that's really doing that right now and seeing your work come to fruition. But I know some challenges, because you're speaking with somebody that's passed, but you have to talk to the family who's probably still dealing with wounds and trauma from the experience, and it's a pandemic. So talk to me about that. The pandemic alone would have been enough of a challenge. The fact that we all survived that, nobody on our production got COVID, which is, I think, let me hit the hype bell for that. Okay. Yeah, right. I think that the Jamaican, you know, his family's Jamaican. I think that the Jamaican, like, natural medicine practices are so strong. they withered off to everybody around them, right? I mean? But you know, in all honesty, this took digging really, really deep for everybody. And there was moments in the process where all of us was scared of did we make the right decision? And I think we were just able to genuinely trust each other and trust in the process and trust in the bigger picture. And I'm just really grateful for how it turned out, because there was never any certainty. No success was ever guaranteed or promised for this. And it was really an act of faith, I think, on everybody's part. That's
what's up. So looking back, you go from pre-med to award-winning production credits. Look at that smile, y'all. Show the camera that smile right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's just a testament to your work and really trying to do it the right way. So we appreciate you just as far as the culture is concerned. I can't speak for the culture, but I can speak as part of it. So we appreciate what you bring to the table. Make sure that you guys get this. Tell anybody where they can support it, other than Hulu. Is there any other places that they can figure out, how to put it on their calendar to check it out?
Put it on your calendar for Hulu. That's really the main place. And then if anybody's listening from around the world, we're still looking for where its home is going to be internationally, because, his fan base is really, really worldwide. And there's a lot of fans. Somebody came up to me, had come to South by Southwest all the way from Korea.
Sheesh.
To see this film. Like, it was crazy. So, yeah, it'll have definitely a long life.
That's what I'm talking about. Make sure y'all check it out. Keep supporting her. Tell folks where to follow you at on Instagram.
Follow me Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Sabaah Folayan, SABAAHFOLAYAN.
There we go. Make sure that y'all check out this movie. Is coming out soon. Hey man, your boy Reec is locked in. We got more mixes, more music on the way. We're gonna have to put some of his music on just so cuz, you know what I mean? Cause that thing is debuting in Atlanta tonight, huh? How you feel when you hit that red carpet?
Ooh, it feels so good.
It feels good. Look, she's backed up everything. She's like, you gonna get this outfit today. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this work. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. I love it. All right, man. So y'all come out. If you are coming out tonight, we gonna see what she got on tonight. We gonna check the drip tonight. You know what I mean? But until then, we gonna get it popping. Shout out my boy Chris, Brittany over there. Ally, man. We appreciate y'all. All right, man. We gonna get it popping back with this music right here, right now. Do not move. This Reec Radio.